What's this?
What is what? He asked you a question. What is that?
We come in peace. We come in peace. We come.
He says it is a government psyop and we should destroy it.
What's up, guys? Spenny. It's no secret that the sightings of UFOs has skyrocketed in the past couple of years. Maybe this is just because technology and people can communicate better. Maybe it's because people can film things with their cell phones, or maybe people are just doing more drugs. I don't think so. I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I just know that they're real, right? I just know that something's out there, and also that the government is lying to us, obviously. Pentagon baffled by 8,000 mysterious UFO orbs hovering over U.S. military bases. Don't worry, just orbs everywhere, hovering over every military base in America. In fact, there's a nice little map to show sort of a heat index as to where the UFOs are being spotted. You can see they must really like California. That's why I do say some drug use is probably involved here. But also, Area 51 in Nevada has been seeing a couple of major upgrades here. Mysterious new massive tower spotted at Area 51 could be alien technology, according to conspiracy theorists. What is this massive new tower? Well, the satellite imagery shows this. Some type of massive triangular pyramid-style radar, potentially? Curious minds couldn't figure out what this was on some type of massive cement base there, obviously in the famous Area 51, the secret Air Force base that is rumored to house very secretive technology, let's just say that. Some jokingly referred to it as a Toblerone trade center, or a new version of Jenga. Let's read. Online conspiracy theories. Out of this world, a mysterious triangular tower has been discovered in the secretive Area 51. Social media users saying that the structure is alien technology. Let's go ahead and... Now, something interesting has happened on Area 51 that is making more headlines. This tower was spotted a couple months ago. Now there's been a big crash in Area 51. As very strange, the entire base was on lockdown, and the responses from those locals who investigate things like this have been pretty stunning. Something crashed on Area 51, and it caused a huge lockdown of the entire area. The government went and swept the area and allegedly buried debris, or perhaps added different debris to the crash site. It's very strange, and it's comes with some mysterious audio, too. Area 51 completely locked down after mysterious object crash, ultra-secret base. Top secret military aircraft crash in iconic Area 51. Government accused of covering up the details. Mystery object went down on September 23rd, just outside of the boundaries of the famous base, 120 miles northwest of Las Vegas. Happened on public land, known as the ET Highway, popular destination for UFO enthusiasts. New details and audio have since emerged, suggesting a massive overnight operation to sweep and cover up the crash. According to George Knapp, an investigative journalist and UFO expert, the official story for the military is pure fiction. Knapp revealed that he spoke with a longtime Area 51 observer who monitors radio traffic for the base. The morning of the crash, he heard a chilling transmission. All foot patrols be advised, there's an unmanned aircraft with ordnance. This means a drone, some type of unmanned vehicle that has the capacity to do some real damage. And ordnance could be a bomb, could be a nuke, could be just something that is quite dangerous. It is unclear whether the message referred to the drone that crashed or was monitoring the crash site, but they believe something went seriously wrong in a secret nighttime air operation. Security forces quickly locked down the entire valley, the Area 51 valley, and armed patrols blocked all the roads. Military helicopter with a cargo basket was seen recovering debris. The entire valley was shut down. 100 square miles. Yikes. Days later, they found a newly plowed dirt road in what appeared to be a staging area. The crash site was also burned. You can see here, ladies and gentlemen, what was the unknown crash around Area 51 that caused the government to shut down the entire massive desert valley. Here's photos of the helicopter recovering the debris. What was it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the local news report. A really good report at that.
Short behind is the UAV unmanned aircraft with ordnance.
He picked up details about strict security measures which were implemented almost immediately. Not only was Area 51 itself locked down, but within a very short time, so too was a large swath of the Tikaboo Valley. It became clear that some kind of craft had crashed miles outside of Area 51's boundaries on public land adjacent to Highway 375, also known as the ET Highway. Arnu jumped in his truck and headed south from his home in Rachel. But while driving on what's known as Mailbox Road, he ran into an armed patrol.
They had the gun in front of them, not pointed at me, but very visibly in front of them. And it was clear they meant business.
He backtracked and headed south on the ET Highway to Groom Lake Road, the main entrance to the base. It, too, was blocked off by sheriff's deputies and military security. A military helicopter with an attached basket was sitting there, presumably ready to haul out wreckage of something. A pair of porta-potties suggested the team planned to be there for a while.
Almost the entire Tikaboo Valley was shut down.
At the Little Ailey Inn in Rachel, employees were in the dark about a crash, but saw the beefed-up security at closed-off roads and knew something big was unfolding. Crashes are not an everyday occurrence out here, but locals have seen plenty of them over the decades.
If this thing would have crashed anywhere in restricted airspace, in restricted area, we would have never known about it.
After being turned away from the presumed crash site, Arnu and the aerospace sleuths on his website, dreamlandresort.com, began gathering and sharing bits and pieces of information. The FAA had ordered the closure of airspace over a particular spot in the valley. That was a big clue. Then 4 days after the crash, the security teams vanished. Arnu went back out for a look. The Air Force had used heavy equipment to plow a dirt road across a section of desert. Arnu followed it and found what he thought was the crash site, then shared it online. That's when things got strange, even by Area 51 standards. A second wave of cleanup crews descended on the site, presumably to pick up any remaining debris, but they also used graders to cover the entire area with a thick layer of dirt, literally a cover-up. Creech Air Force Base, which is home to a fleet of Reaper drones and other UAVs, issued a statement explaining that the, quote, unmanned aircraft was one of theirs. The same statement claimed someone had been tampering with the crash site and had scattered assorted pieces from other aircraft, along with an inert training bomb. The Air Force said the FBI was investigating this alleged tampering at the site. Arnu was amused but not convinced.
The only thing they could get that person for is littering on public land.
That's the story, is it came from Creech and now the FBI is investigating. You think that's bogus?
That's absolutely bogus. I think that was designed to make people not go there.
Arnu drove back out and realized the site he first videotaped was a staging area, not the crash site. 200 yards away, the telltale burn marks on Joshua trees indicated this was where the object slammed into the earth. Both he and another aerospace explorer found pieces of who knows what, debris that came from something other than a drone, seemingly planted to confuse anyone who came looking. But they also found pieces under the dirt that are likely the real thing.
I'm pretty sure that this piece came off the actual aircraft.
Arnu, who was at the site of a genuine Reaper crash years earlier, says there's no way the Air Force could ever recover every piece of a crashed aircraft, so they added some dirt and sprinkled in some misdirection instead.
If I were them, I would probably do just that.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Way to go for News Now. 8 unknown objects crash near Area 51 fuel cover-up claims. That's a great report. Great local report. Local reporting is so good for stuff like this. Anatomy of a crash retrieval. Mysterious object crashes around Area 51. U.S. Air Force teams sprung into action and locked down the entire valley. Everything told to the public is false. Ooh. And they built a brand new road overnight. See, the government can do things if they have the right motivation. Motivation is always keeping secrets from us. lying to us. Mystery object fell from the sky. Public is still in the dark. Some debris I unearthed of the unidentified aircraft crash. What does that look like to you? That's an interesting one. What could it be? Mysterious crash at Area 51 still gets weirder. Entire airspace shut down. Unknown materials found. Cleanup. Unknown materials found after cleanup crew reports that is an unmanned vehicle. I don't know, man. All I know is that I believe in this stuff. That's all I know. All I know is that I do believe in beings that are not of this earth. Angels and demons. Tucker and J.D. Vance would suggest. And this is something that is a remarkable era. Will we learn something in the Trump era of transparency? I guess we'll see. Truth is out there. It's your boy Benny.